I'll just put you over there.
Okay, I'll just
Okay.
mute and see that everyone's muted. Great, take it away. Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, Katie. Great, Bob. That was a fantastic presentation. Before we start, we have to provide you with this disclaimer. It's quite a lot to read, so I'll just read the first paragraph or so. The products and claims made about specific products on or through this presentation have not been evaluated by the United States Food and Drug Administration and are approved to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent disease. So the rest of it is very similar. For time constraints, I'll move on to the next slide. Okay, tonight's about Eternity, which is a resveratrol beverage. It's an amazing product. Let's have a look at some of the things we're talking about. So Eternity is more a perfect name for a superior concentrated elixir that floods the body with high-powered antioxidants, including resveratrol. This is an ingredient that addresses the daily struggle we all face with oxidative damage from detrimental free radicals. Resveratrol is found largely in the skins of red grapes for protection and support against fungus, ultraviolet light, stress, or trauma. It is interesting that resveratrol is protecting the plant from the harsh environment, and it may do the same for mankind or for ourselves. Mounting evidence demonstrates that resveratrol vigorously supports the vitality of a specific sirtuin gene, which is SIRT1, providing support for the mitochondria, a kind of cellular battery that slowly runs down as we age. Now, by recharging the batteries with resveratrol, SIRT1 could have profound effects on health, including increased energy, longevity, and weight release support. It is a known fact that high amounts of resveratrol actually deliver impressive benefits. It would take approximately 40 bottles of red wine to equal 1 ounce, 30 mils, serving of Eternity. That'd be a task, wouldn't it? Eternity's proprietary liquid support system is designed to protect it through the entire digestive process and delivers it in nano-sized particles. Now, this is the important part about the Sisel's Eternity, nano-sized particles, into the very cells that utilize them. Holding Eternity in your mouth for approximately 60 seconds before swallowing it will mix with your enzymes in the mouth and greatly support its increased absorption and bioavailability. Eternity is a powerful antioxidant tonic that is also loaded with additional pigmented fruit extracts and energy-boosting nutrients. Eternity is an essential part of Sisel's triangle of life. By taking it along with Flacoidin and Spectramax, you are flooding your body with important trace minerals, vitamins, and nutrients to achieve potentially strong anti-aging support properties. Science recognizes that free radicals can set off internal inflammatory cascades and damage DNA, which can become chronic, degenerative, and increase the aging process. Resveratrol addresses these issues head-on with its superior free radical scavenging capabilities and activation of SIRT1. Resveratrol is an antibiotic-like phytochemical produced by red grapes and offers powerful immune support. This ingredient, combined with our signature energy and antioxidant blends, constitutes an effective mix of energy-promoting nutrients and bioflavonoids that help you improve your stamina and endurance and support your fight against free radicals. Eternity contains an intensively powerful energy blend made from grape skin, Chinese knotweed, green tea, green coffee bean extracts. Additionally, it contains a viable antioxidant blend of pomegranate, plum, and raspberry concentrates. So what sets Sisel Eternity apart? A very important point is that nano-size and microencapsulation of resveratrol, this increases the absorption rate greatly. Resveratrol is a very active but also unstable molecule. It is in most formulas, I believe it is virtually or greatly destroyed or damaged because of digestive processes, heat, light, and oxygen, which readily reacts with it. Therefore, we believe microencapsulation protects it from these damaging factors to a very high degree. I believe most competitive products may start out with a reasonable amount of resveratrol, but because they do not protect it in any processing their formula, as Sisel does with Eternity, their formula can be neutralized to an inert basis for much of the resveratrol by the time the customer uses it. Then it is further degraded after it's ingested. So it is not always what you put in a formula, but what can get into the blood system. Quite complex processes which virtually every manufacturer that I have seen making a resveratrol formula does not take these factors into consideration and sells a product that has much less to offer than a person would think it does. It is not what you ingest that counts, but what you can get in your blood system that matters. Sisel takes all this into account in making what I believe is by far the world's best formulation, truly more bioavailable, absorbable, and active. In addition, if a person will hold resveratrol, and this is Eternity, in their mouth for a minute or longer before swallowing it, they could conceivably get as much as 250 times more in their blood system. You are only as young as you feel. Eternity offers huge benefits in helping you feel younger. Make your age reversal program complete with addition of Eternity, an important part of the Sisel's triangle of life, which will come later on in our presentations. I'm going to let you listen to a testimonial or see a testimonial by Bill DeFalco. I think it's absolutely amazing.
With us, what we have here truly is a phenomenon. We have a company that's delivering the world's most scientifically advanced products out of the most advanced nutritional manufacturing facility of its kind on the planet. And these are products that deliver results that are above and beyond anything we've ever seen before from nutrition. Yeah. I know that myself because I battled heart disease for 32 years, trying every nutritional product under the sun without any positive benefits as verified by medical blood tests. And it wasn't until I got on Sisel's Eternity back in 2009, and I was literally knocking on the door, knocking on death's door. I had undergone 4 angioplasties, had 6 stents in my heart, and these procedures were getting closer and closer over the 12 years prior to Sisel. And guess what? All of those stent implants came to a dead stop the moment I got on Eternity. After just 6 weeks on it, the doctors were so amazed with how low my cholesterol and triglycerides level had dropped. They had dropped to the lowest levels in my, at that time, 32-year recorded medical history. I was 58 back then.
Wow. And how much were you taking?
I was only taking, the original Eternity was only a 500 milliliter bottle, and the dose was a ½ ounce. Now the new product is 3/4 of an ounce out of a 750 milliliter bottle. So I was only taking the standard dose at that time, a ½ ounce. But the important thing is that you have to take that like the newer product. You take it in one tiny sip at a time, swizzle a sip around in your mouth and swallow, then take the next one. Take it in slowly. I call it sip, swizzle, and swallow. And with the 3/4 ounce serving, which I recommend you get a calibrated shot glass to accurately measure it out, it's also 3 capfuls. A capful on the bottle is 1/4 ounce on all the triangle products. So you do 3 capfuls into a small juice glass, you've got 3/4 ounce. Take that amount down as very tiny sips. I counted. You can get 21 sips if you take small enough sips. So each morning, I do my 21 gun salute with my 21 tiny sips, sip, swizzle, and swallow one at a time. And that gets maximum absorption into, you're going to get about 80% of it right through the tissues of your mouth. You swallow the 20% that doesn't get absorbed, and you just do this until you finish it, and then fill it up with water at least 2 to 3 times and drink it down. You want 2 to 3 water chasers. And that's going to get this product into your body, and you're going to get the most potent and effective resveratrol product on the market that's going to deliver high potency resveratrol in a form that can be utilized by the cells of the body and on a cellular level because of the nanosizing and solution. And the net result is that working with my doctors, I was able to work out a plan. They didn't believe my first blood test result. They thought the results were too good to be true. They couldn't believe that all of a sudden over 32 years of medical blood tests, all of a sudden I come up with the lowest cholesterol and triglycerides. I lower than what they could get on the medication. Of course, none of the other nutritional products I tried over those 32 years did anything to lower those levels. But here I am showing up with the lowest levels they've ever seen in 32 years. And they said, well, let's see what it looks like when you come back 4 months later for your next blood test. When I repeated the same results with the cholesterol and triglycerides lower than they've ever seen in my 32-year history at that time, I was able to get them to work out a plan, a 12-month plan to get gradually weaned off the medication and to make what they characterize in their own words as a spectacular recovery from heart disease. I'm now off all the medication. And for a guy who after 6 stents couldn't walk more than 2 miles an hour and who was knocking at death's door and didn't think I would live to see my sons graduate from college at age 58, now at age 67, I can run 5 to 10 miles an hour on a treadmill with no problem. I'm in a great state of health. And thanks to Sisel, I was able to just recently attend my oldest son's wedding just this past month. I lived to see something I never thought I'd live to see, thanks to Tom Maurer and Sisel International. That's how tremendous of a result I've had with this company.
Okay, so for any further information on this or any other Sisel product, please contact the person who introduced you to this presentation. Thank you for listening. Thanks, Katie.
Fantastic. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, everyone, for joining us tonight. So please get back to the person who invited you to the call for further information. Have a great week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Katie.